Welcome back, everybody, to the third episode of the Born to Mine Minecraft podcast. So, as I said in the previous episodes, the first three episodes is going to be kind of like just background, general information, and stuff like that. So yeah, let me tell you a little bit about myself. So, I am a South African. I currently still live in South Africa. I live in about the hottest part of South Africa. I live in a kind of small town called Uppington in South Africa, in the Northern Cape, for you guys that maybe want to Google it. So I grew up with my father and my mother and my younger sister. And after a couple of years, my father passed away in a car accident. I think I was about 12 years old when that happened. But my father was an auctioneer for livestock like sheep, cows, stuff like that. So we kind of always had to go out to farms and stuff like that. And but then my mother remarried to my stepfather, and we moved to a farm, and that's where I grew up the rest of my life, and where I'm currently staying right now. We moved to a farm outside of Vryburg, which is another small town but in a different state in South Africa. And then a couple of years later we moved to Uppington in the Northern Cape. But I grew up mostly in Uppington, and I always wanted to be, every month I wanted to be something different. 1 month I wanted to be a doctor, the second month I wanted to be an astronaut, the third month I wanted to be a pilot. It changed a lot, but after I finished school I was very invested in becoming a content creator, like an editor or a cameraman or something like that. So that's when I started an internship at a kind of small YouTube studio making religious videos, a couple of kilometers from where our farm is. And so that's where I started with that, but I eventually left it because it was an unpaid internship. So then I started working. I was first a cashier, then I was a sales consultant at a cell phone company, then I was a manager at a pizza place, and then I went back to the cell phone place to be a manager for a branch. And after that after my contract finished there, I am now a Minecraft YouTuber. So far, not one of the most successful ones, but hopefully will be there in the future, with you guys' support, of course. So yeah, that is how I got from where I am, from where I started from until where I am right now, briefly summed up in a couple of minutes. But I have had some issues in my life. I've made some mistakes. I regret a lot of the decisions I've made and stuff like that. But until thus far, I think I have survived a lot that I think most people won't be able to have survived. And I am very proud of myself for that, for standing up every morning even though you've made a lot of mistakes. And I'm really very proud of myself for that, and especially since I've always been very shy to speak to a lot of people or speak on camera, and to make videos on YouTube that you never know how many people will see over the course that it's posted online. I am kind of proud of myself for being so brave thus far. And so yeah, that's kind of what I can think about that I wanted to share with you guys about my personal life. Currently my sister is working on a wild game farm close to the ocean, which is kind of nice. And one of my friends is currently visiting me, the same friend that convinced me to start the YouTube channel in the first place. He's been helping out a lot, mostly inspirational, because I can't really count on him to edit anything because I will never see that it's done. and on the same farm but just on a different building my mother and my stepfather lives. And they have also been a lot of help and a lot of support. My mother is kind of doubtful of the whole YouTube thing. She thinks it's not going to work out, but I can understand that kind of older people, why they would feel that way about modern stuff, if I can call it that. But yeah, I really have to say I think I have a good support circle. So I am very, very motivated and inspired by a bunch of other YouTubers that kind of moved me from just thinking about it to doing it, like Mr. Beardstone, Foxy No Tail, Legion V, Acebeef, I think that's how that name is pronounced. It's spelled Speev, so I'm not exactly sure how to say it. And a lot of other YouTubers that have inspired me to start this. But I think it's time to answer the question, kind of the title of the podcast episode. Why me? Well, I think I am a relatively moderate, kind of advanced Minecraft player, if you don't look at the survival side, because I have never been on a survival world where I haven't died 5 times in the first 5 minutes. So that's something that I still want to try and maybe learn more about, but maybe somewhere in the future. So yeah, that is a little bit more about me and why me. As I said, I think I am a moderately good Minecraft player when it comes to creative. I think I have some very good ideas. I think the Mega City project that we're busy with, I think that has been going very, very well, better than I had ever imagined. And so yeah, that's why me. I hope you guys did enjoy this episode of the Minecraft podcast. If you did enjoy it, please consider subscribing. And you can also interact with me on all of my social media platforms, Instagram, X, Facebook. Feel free to leave a comment, send me a question, send me a message. All of my links are in the channel description. If you want to ask something, if you want to give some advice or something, I'm always open to that. So please feel free to give some advice if you guys have anything you want to, or reach out and ask anything, or just reach out if you just want to say something or just interact. So I hope you guys did enjoy this episode, and I'll see you guys in the next one.